Nelly for June 6, 2017. And let's get the link to.
Hello, Jay.
Oh, hi, what's up?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay. So if Steve comes in, you would go back over to the other one, okay? All right. So
Okay.
Does that make sense, James?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. All right. So we got our audio indexing. We started at 12:15 p.m. America's time, and we are working on accounting. Does anyone want to try to explain what accounting is?
Jay, can you share your screen?
Oh, I thought I did. Is it? Oh, it might have stopped because you came in. Yeah, it does that. So let's stop. Reshare it. There. Does that work now?
Yes.
Cool. So does anyone want to try to explain accounting?
Oh, let me start the clock for the video indexing.
Yeah, we started at 2:17.
Okay, 2:17.
So does anyone want to try to define accounting based on our systems? Or do you want me to do it again?
Yes, please.
You want to do it?
Oh, I don't know if James can do it.
So basically we want to differentiate, there's umbrella accounting and finance. And then within umbrella accounting and finance, we have accounting, we've got finance, budgeting, and well, those are the main three. So do you guys know what the difference is between accounting, finance, and budgeting?
Yes.
Do you want to explain it?
Yes, of course. Well, I know budgeting is what we do to check budgets between the buddy teams and to check that what we have goes, everyone is in the budget.
So we want to think a little bit more general than just the FQN Community Network or even our teams. This is just like budgeting in general.
Okay.
All right, well, I can do it. Don't worry. If you guys don't know it, I've covered it before, but we'll just keep covering it over and over again until people get it. So accounting is the focal point, and this is like all like your counting of your current funds, right? But your accounting is based on the funds that you've had before and where you're going, right? So accounting is the most important, so that's why it's umbrella accounting. Finance is the past. So finance is when you go into the past of all your past transactions and expenses, right? That also includes taxes. And then budgeting is where you budget for the future. So you're budgeting for your future expenses and your projected costs. Accounting is basically your present finances and relationship to present money. So accounting is kind of like the center. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah. So everything comes down to your accounting, and your accounting is based on your finances and where you've gone and your budgeting of where you're going. So are there any questions on accounting?
No.
Does anyone want to try to rephrase it in your own words?
Yes, that accounting is the money that we have in the present, and finance is to check what we had in the past, and budgeting is to see in the future what we are going to spend, what we will have, and that's it.
Exactly. Cool. Here, let me say a quick message to Terry. All right, so so that's accounting, and let's cover reconciliation, because our accounting is part of the main reason we need to do accounting is for reconciliation. Do you guys want to cover? I wonder if reconciliation is in the dictionary. Define reconciliation. Reconciliation is an accounting process that uses two sets of records to ensure figures are accurate and in agreement. Reconciliation is a key process used to determine whether the money leaving an account matches the amount spent, ensuring the two values are balanced at the end of the period. So the reason why we use reconciliation in this particular process is we basically, that's it, but it's between two or more organizations or budgets. So basically what happens is you have a single account and you mix up two or more budgets from different organizations. And you have to reconcile where the money went in and out so that you know how much money is between the different. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. So we're going to be dealing with some reconciliation as well that relates to the accounting process, because part of accounting is knowing how much money you have, right? But the whole problem that we're right now is that with EXA, we don't know how much we have because all of the money's been mixed up. And so we're calling this currently we're calling it the VZ EXA mash. And it's basically a mashup of, there's like 9 or more organizations that are involved. So for the initial process, what we're going to be using is something kind of like this, right? This is basically like all of the different funds from the different accounts. We have to do both Bitcoin, Ethereum, and US dollars for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot for sure, but it's definitely doable. We will be able to deal with this, no problem. And hopefully we can get it done in the next week, if not earlier. So the main things here, and so we do need to go into the past finances a little bit, but when you're going to the past finances for reconciliation for your current accounting, it's slightly different than you know, and let's think about the reason why we're doing this, which is very important. So like, why? If we don't know how much money we have, then how can we budget properly, right? And so if we can't budget properly, that affects people's personal incomes and how much we get paid, okay? So by creating a better by doing good accounting and reconciling how much money we actually have, that will allow us to get more accurate in terms of our budget and how much we can pay people, including ourselves.
Okay.
Are there any questions so far? Are we looking pretty good?
We are doing really good.
All right, cool. All right, so now what we want to think about is our current, so now I want to do a current accounting, okay? So basically, if we go into this reconciliation doc, there's going to be a whole variety of sheets. There's going to be 6 steps to reconciling the current accounts. And the whole goal is to get to how much money do we currently have. And we start by knowing how much money we had. This is back in December 2016, 2017. So we need the Econaut ledger. We need the Econaut support company ledger. So these 2 ledgers will help us achieve the goal of knowing how much money that we had. So this is something that we need to do. And again, it's related to finances, but because we're doing it for the current reconciliation, it's really a reconciliation process, and it actually is not going to help our financial processes that much. But it will help somewhat. So, and then there's going to be these hedging arrangements and these major changes. And then this is where I become treasurer, right? Which had these major changes and transfers happened that we need to account for. And then we can look at our current accounting and be able to figure it out. So this is pretty good. We need to figure out the current accounting. And then like if we could accomplish this and this in the next like 2 days or so, we'd be really good off, and then we can fill in the middle parts over time.
Oh.
Does that sort of make sense? So this whole process is going to take at least a week. And this is all an estimated, this entire process right here is going to be estimating, right? So if you look here, this is an estimated reconciliation. Therefore, all numbers and money are not exact, okay? So we're not trying to be exact here. We just want to get a general idea of what happened to the money at a very big scale between all of these 9 different organizations, right? So from there, what will happen is that after we do that, it'll take us a couple months, potentially 2 entire months or more, right, to go through and actually reconcile every single account itself. But if you think about that, some of these, like even though we have 9 organizations, there could be 30 different wallets and accounts that are associated with them. So reconciling the accounts is a much bigger process, but it's not necessary to get the general amount of money, you know, within, like we should be able to get it estimated within probably between $10,000 and $20,000. But we're dealing with over $500,000. It's probably about 600,000.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So yes, this is exciting. Oh my goodness, you guys have no idea how exciting this is. Like reconciliation, I know it's like it's all finances, not the boring process, but it's exciting because you basically turn the biggest mess ever into like beauty and organization. So it's actually one of my favorite words, reconciliation. Okay, so let's see. So now I'm gonna make a new spreadsheet here. And I'm going to make this in the exit folder. Actually, no. I'm going to open the existing and only accounting document that we have. So we only did accounting a single time. And you could actually create a new doc for accounting. That might be helpful, an accounting doc.
Okay, an accounting doc, I'm on it.
Yeah, that would be helpful to create an accounting doc. And this would be an exit accounting doc. Okay, so
Exact accounting doc or umbrella accounting?
It's an exit accounting doc. It's actual accounting. Yeah, umbrella accounting and finance is what we say. So when it's umbrella accounting and finance, it's everything. Just the accounting will just be focused on accounting.
I'm on it.
So when we go into the finance and budget doc here, this mainly has all of our budgets. And I actually believe it's in the economic ledgers. So let's see if it's here. Economic ledger. All right, this one is now not green. And this one was approved. All right, so introduction to economic, okay, here we go. Economic expenditures. All right. Assets. Okay, so this, okay, this is it right here. So this is the current economic ledger. Very exciting. And these are the escrow accounts accrual. So the last time that we did accounting was on February 9th, 2017. And so I'm going to go ahead and link this here. So this was the initial income, and then we do the initial transfers, and this is our accounting sheets. So escrow accounting for February 9th, 2017. Okay, so this is the last time that we did full accounting. In addition, we have the economic ledger here. I think I can get rid of that. Can I? Yeah. All right. So
Where is that the accounting? That information that you have.
what information?
So I can put the document.
You can just put it in our notes. It's fine.
Ah, okay. I wanted to link it.
Well, it would link into the ExaMo main doc, but I don't know. I mean, you have to find it. You can find it. It's in there.
Yeah, that's
But
what
I
I
wouldn't
was
worry
trying
about
to
that. I mean, it
find.
would take me 2 seconds to do it, and it would take you a long time to figure out where the
Yeah.
doc is. All right. So here's the economic ledger,
That's-
and we're gonna copy this and put it in reconciliation. Yeah. Okay. That's the economic ledger. So then the only other thing missing here is the economic support company ledger. But we're not going to worry about that for just a minute. So what we want to do here, did you get, let's see, the accounting. Accounting, okay, exit accounting dot, perfect. Okay, so we're just going to take this and throw it in the ExaMo really quick. Boom. Accounting doc. And the only reason we're doing this is because we're going to link 2 things. One is this, the escrow accounting from February 9th is going to go in the accounting doc like that. Boom. And then the other thing that's going to go in is going to be our new current one. So this is going to be, current. This will be June 2017 accounting. And what we're going to do for that to make it usable is we're just going to take the old accounting. So this is the old accounting from February, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to make a copy of this. And then
to do the okay, right.
And then this is going to be the new. Actually, it's not even going to be the economic partnership. We're going to go ahead and do the VZ Exa Mesh accounting spreadsheet. And then this is going to be, and then I think we're going to note the date. So started in June 2017. You don't want to use them for too long. And then this is going to get deleted. Should I want to delete this? Yes. Boom. Okay. So this is the old accounting. And so now we're going to be doing the new accounting. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So first thing we know is we have no verification of the date. Actually, we can leave that for now. Priority, whether it's done, notes, obviously not done. Okay. All right, so now we can link this back to our new accounting doc here. All right, so now we have a current accounting spreadsheet, right?
Uh-huh.
So now we need to think about the accounting process, okay? So what we need to do is we need to make sure we're regularly verifying the amount of money within accounts. There's no possible way to do this less than monthly, right? So minimum would be monthly because we have to do monthly budgeting, right? So we have to do minimally monthly accounting. which means that every single account across pretty much every single organization, we need to get a verified amount of money, how much is in that account every month, okay?
Okay.
To be really good at budgeting, we probably want to do like bi-weekly accounting for like active budgets, so
Yeah, we can do that.
because like many times you actually are working on the budget every 2 weeks, right, to get the budget better. And then I would say you do weekly accounting for active or hot accounts, okay. / wallets. So basically, like after payroll, this would be like after payroll, let's double check, like double check the current account, right? Account value. But if it's like you have an account and no one is even touching it and the money's just sitting in the account, there's no reason to waste a bunch of time, getting it verified. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And easily within the FCAN community network, there's probably anywhere between 50 to 100 accounts. Probably more like 100.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine the accounting process is pretty
quite a lot. Yeah.
But just for the economic partnership and in EXA, we probably have about 30 to 40 accounts.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's not as bad. All right, so and 30 to 40 accounts isn't so bad. It's not too bad. And some of the logins you log in, there'll be like 5 or 6 accounts in a single login, so it goes pretty quick. All right, so what's this today? Saturday night. That's where it's actually quite good. Great. 8 p.m. Oh. I got a text there real quick. Yes, Saturday sounds good. Either late on. Okay. Okay, so where are we at now? All right. Okay, so let's start in the current. Let's start a little bit in the current.
Okay.
Because I think this will help us somewhat. So to make sure you guys are understanding what's going on. So this is our current one, right? So internal org entity. So this would be the VZ mesh on blockchain.info. Okay, so there's a couple things. There's the actual wallet. So this is the wallet account, name of wallet account or description of the wallet account. Then you have the login, and then you have the type of account that it is. Because you have like these, you can have external accounts and third-party accounts, all that stuff. Then you have the org or entity that is actually running the account, right? So this would be the EXA mesh, right? And then you have the name and description of the account. Then what we're going to do is we're going to actually add in a new thing here. And this is going to be basically like, Bitcoin, Ether, US dollars, right? And then that's pretty much all we care about. So this is going to be Bitcoin, Ether, US dollars overall totals for everything, right? Whereas this is going to be like the actual Bitcoin, Ether, or US dollars based on the actual account. And you could technically my private. Okay, so for example, let's use this one. This one has about 50 Bitcoins in it. And we can also go to our existing, like if you, for example, we go to payroll, right? So if we go over here to payroll, so this process right here, so we have the Econaut Partnership Wallet, right?
Uh-huh.
So you look in here, you can see pretty much exactly how much we have in there, right? Because
Wow.
this is updated accounting. So we have 7.
Yeah, that's the one that we do it for the wallet.
Yeah, so we know there's about 7.11 Bitcoins in here, right? But this process is not accounting. This is a finance process. Does that make sense?
Yes.
This is finance.
Because
this is finances, right?
Okay.
It helps us.
Yeah, because we don't
accounting.
do reconciliation.
Yeah, this has nothing to do with reconciliation, and it's just for the single account, right? And it's just basically like, you know, what we're doing for that. So we would take that number, the 7.11, and we can go into the this accounting doc right here, and we know that that particular account, right, has, oh, what happened? That didn't work. Okay, let's try again. So I'm gonna go, oh, whoops. Oh, this is good. What's this? Okay, it's the accounting doc. I'm gonna go ahead and close that. Payroll. So here is the 7.11. Sometimes you have to kind of like just write down. So 7.1167. Okay, so I come over here. I'd say 7.1167 Bitcoins, right? It's not a perfect number, but it's close enough. So then this one here, we could just easily find out that information by going to the payroll doc and clicking right here, right? So this will have that. And then this one has for the second payroll for the Ethereum account, right? So these are things that you guys could be helping with. So we just need to find, so this one here, we know is in blockchain.info. And then it's the same login. So you have a single login with 2 wallets. So this is the main VZExa mesh wallet, right? This is a Bitcoin wallet. And this one is the first payroll Econaut partnership account. And this is technically the Econaut partnership. And this is the kernel. This would be the VZExa. Let's call it a mesh account. Okay?
Okay.
So this is main, not currently used. So that would be 0 Bitcoins. So, I mean, if you guys want to help with this, you can. If you don't want to help, that's okay. But what we need to do is we need to get the amount in the payroll here. So this is the
But I don't know where the spreadsheets are.
Well, what's the easiest way to do this? So if we basically make sure that all of this information, you know, we actually could use a new umbrella accounting doc. That might actually be helpful. So I can go ahead and copy and paste the payroll over to our buddy team. So this is another thing you can use is the payroll link. And then let's go ahead and create a new, create a new umbrella accounting.
Okay. I'm on it.
And then I can just link that, and that'll link to everything else.
Okay. Okay, I'm on it.
So this is the new accounting spreadsheet.
Uh-huh. This is going
So here's
to
the My
be...
Ether wallet. So this is the mesh. So there's the VZ EXA mesh. This would be the first wallet, first Ethereum wallet.
Okay. Let me share with you. Give me just 1 second.
Okay.
That's the one.
So, I mean, the goal here is to create like 10 Ether wallets. One of the things with the money security that I've been doing is like this wallet currently has 1,500 Ether in it.
Yeah.
And 1,500 Ether is like $350,000.
Wow.
And it's just like to have all of that money in a single wallet is just not a good idea, you know? It could just disappear.
So it's there to have different wallets.
Yeah, so it used to have almost, I guess maybe it only has 1,300, but it used to have 1,700, and I already removed 400. So the idea is to have no more than 200 Ether per wallet. So eventually we'll have like 10 or more Ether wallets to break out the money, right? So that it's not all in a single place. So this right here would have been the Econaut partnership, and this would be internal, but it has nothing in it. Okay, so let's finish that accounting doc. So we have the umbrella accounting doc, and then what we're going to do here for EXA is we're going to take the old doc and we're basically going to turn it into the budgeting doc. So this is going to go like that, umbrella accounting and finance doc. This doc is going to become the budget doc. Oh no, I'm getting the spinning wheel of death.
Okay.
All right, so this will become the budget doc because that's primarily what it is basically budgets. So the budget doc. All right, and then we get rid of this. And then what we'll do is we'll just take all of this and yes, all of this goes inside the accounting, umbrella accounting finance doc.
Give me 2 minutes, I'll be back.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Cool. Okay, so so there's a whole bunch of stuff that can happen here, right? One thing is that we have all of these that need to be updated, right? So we can, and you can use these accounts, right? So we have the accounts here that can be updated with the links within payroll, and it's all linked within the new umbrella accounting and finance doc.
Okay.
And then from there, we also can link all the payrolls, right? So we have the list of all the payrolls. We just want to link them all in, and then we need to get the time frames. So we have the basic idea of when the payrolls are happening. But first, let's get the current accounting done with all the links from the accounts. Awesome. So I think that's overall pretty good. So then the other thing here is let's move the date verified over here. Oops. Over here, I'm putting the value of the Ether and the Bitcoin, so that you very quickly can do that. And we do that all with CoinDesk.com. Is where we get the value. Sometimes I even like write that directly on the document. So I have to go down with that. So this would be like CoinDesk.com. So people want to know where we get it. So you can see here that Bitcoin is currently valued at it's not working. Here we go. So it's currently $28.99.83.
Okay.
So I'll go over here and write $28.99.23. Oh, 83. 28.99.83.
Now the Ether.
And this one's 257.45. So this would go oops, to 257.85.
45.
45.
45.
So you're getting all those values updated?
Sure.
So I just go ahead and I just pull that down so that we have those values there. And that would get updated regularly. And then for here, we would just go, this is the number of Bitcoins times the value of the Bitcoins. Oh, whoops. For US dollars would equal the number of, wait. I think it's different for the different stuff. Okay, so let's just do it this way. So this is equal to 50 Bitcoins times the value of the Bitcoin. This would be equal to the value of the US dollars divided by the value of Ether, which gives you the number of Ether. And then this is obviously just equal to the number of Bitcoins. Okay, that makes sense?
Yes.
So this is the actual number, the actual amount of money that we have in the account. And it only is reference for the actual money. Whereas this over here is the valuation of the money in the account. And these would all be the same. So this one would be Ether, so this would just be equal to Ether here. And then this would be US dollars, so this would be the amount of Ether times the US dollar value. And then this would be equal to the amount of the value of Bitcoin. No, it would be the amount of US dollars divided by the value of US dollars Bitcoin. This is technically has a 0.01 there. Cool. So this needs to be double checked. This needs to be checked. This is pretty much green. These are pretty much green. That's a hot wallet. This is, not active. This is hot. This is not active. Are you getting that all done, or do you need some more help or something, or do you have any more other questions?
I'm going to help you, but I need more specifics.
Well, I'll say it again. So this one is just the Ether, the secondary Ether wallet, right, in the payroll, right here.
What? Okay.
And the other
in that one.
And the other one
Okay.
is this one right here. So it's just those two
Okay.
expenditure sheets.
Uh-huh. Okay. I am in the Ether. Oh no, I'm in the economic balance. Yeah. I'm in the one you are.
Good, good. Uh-huh.
Yes. I think. No, I'm in the economic partnership balance sheet.
Cool.
It's not the same one. Payroll. Oh, it's this one. No, it's not this one. It's not this one. I don't know in which one I.
Well, it's just all right here in the notes. So here's the notes right here, and it's the in the exit accounting doc.
I'm in the notes.
The exit accounting doc had the had the two documents that were linking. So this was the VZ exit mesh accounting for June 2017.
But it's not the Excel partnership balance sheet. It's not that one. So no. Oh, found it. Thanks. Okay. Now, how can I help?
You want me to tell you again?
Yes, I'm there. How can I help?
Well, I just wanted you to get these two figures. I mean, I can do it if you don't want to do it, but it's just like they're just from the payroll links, and from the payroll.
Okay, from the payroll.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Main basic Excel. From the payroll. Okay. Sorry, I don't know where to get the information.
Do you know what information you're looking for?
I don't know where the information is that I'm looking for.
But do you know what information you're looking for?
The information that I'm looking for is this one, main BC XMS B2 wallet.
Well, it's this right here. It's like the Ether wallet here, and it's also this blockchain.info wallet for VZEP. Those two.
Okay, I'm on it. Okay. Oh, okay, the balance is this one, the balance. It's not 50. Oh. The balance is 51. 51. 51.64. 51.64. Now that is checked. First Ether wallet. Okay, this is from the Ether wallet. Okay, I have that here. And that the amount 1308. 1308.374.
We also need to know how much we spent in the last payroll with Ether. I'm curious how much Ether we spent in the last payroll. So we started with 1792 and we ended with 1708. What does that mean? 1792 minus 1708 is 84. So I think we spent 84 Ether on payroll.
Okay, that one is verified, and this one there is wallet. Let me check that one. Escrow. Okay. For that one. From the escrow. $25. Yeah, that's correct. And escrow saving 1. I have 0.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't know the answer to those. Those ones are unknown. So you did the 2 that we wanted.
In escrow saving 1, we have 0. So I don't know why here we have 15.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just not worry about it because these
in the economic partnership balance sheet we have 0. For the escrow saving 1, we have 0.
I don't know what you're referring to. Let's just not worry about that. I asked you to do 2 things, and I asked you to do this one and that one, and so anything else is just way more complicated. So I don't even know what you're referring to.
Oh, okay, I was doing this one and this one. That's it.
Yeah, and I don't know anything about those. I don't even have access to them. You can see it, only Exceli, Vienna have access to those.
Oh, okay.
So, but you do want to add a date verified, so you want to remember to do the verified date.
Mm-hmm. Such a day.
So now I'm over here inputting all the information into this other account. Whoops.
Okay.
And this is the actual current overall estimated reconciliation. This will be equal to.
Oh, I think James left.
Oh yeah, he left a while ago.
Oh, I haven't noticed.
So can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
So you can see here I put 1,300 Ethereum. And then we spent 84. So what we know is we had 1790, I think it was 1792 or something like that. And then if we subtract the 1,300, that leaves 492. We put 492 there within the VZ mesh. This is a huge amount of money. This is a ginormous amount of money as well. So this is supposed to be 59,000. Well, we can add that. So this number here is supposed to be this one here.
Oh.
Wait, no. It goes up here. That. So it's definitely hard to know if any of these numbers are correct or not. You know, I mean, this is just pretty much all still totally yellow. It's like, how do we even know if any of this is right? But at least we're getting a better general idea. And these numbers are really, really big. And it was so weird because we got less money than we currently have. And that's where it's like so confusing with the whole thing. It's so confusing. Okay, so the last part of this is we would go into here and we get the Bitcoin. So the Bitcoin is like basically we have 51 in the mesh. So this was the mesh, so that would go here in the mesh,
Okay.
like that. And then we would have $7, $25, $15. So that'll be 2, 3, 40, 47, 11, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that would go here. 47, 11. So basically it's implying that we have as much as $500,000
Okay.
plus an additional $276,000 here. It's just ridiculous. It's so ridiculous, the amount of money we're talking about. Look at that, $785,000.
Oh my gosh.
So this is where we put the known totals here for everything that's known, and then we have the difference. So what that would be is basically we would take this right here and we would just total them up. So this would be like the sum of all of this, except it's supposed to be one more. Cross. So I mean, this isn't correct, but that's like the basic concept. So this would be the amount of Bitcoin. Wait, why is it not working? So it's the sum of F2. There, okay. Okay, so basically the idea here is that these numbers need to be listed on here. Do you think you can handle that?
Yes. Where?
They would go here.
There? Okay.
So, but that gets a little more complicated where it's that's the number we currently have left. So as we spend money, it's actually going to change. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you sure it makes sense? So
sometimes it doesn't make sense, but still we know that we have to do it.
But it's better to always ask the question than to say you know how to do it and when you don't. So, for example, here,
I just know that I have to put the numbers there, right? In the zeros.
Yeah, for down here, but we need to make sure that we're accounting for the money that's been spent. Maybe for this one we don't have to do that. Let me see here. Transfer rules of J new is the current. Yeah, let's just say that it's current. So what we can say is for this current one, we could just say this would be adjusted, Bitcoin adjusted.
So this one.
Don't change anything down here, please. Only do this one here, like that one.
Only where? Sorry, I wasn't watching your screen.
I have it selected right here.
Yeah, only there. Okay. Yeah. All right. 98.757. 98.757. it is in the adjust, right? Or is in the left?
Sorry, what?
In the estimated reconciliation, the information that I shall put there is in the Bitcoins adjusted or Bitcoins left.
Okay, let me just double check here. It goes in the start value. Yeah, all you ever do is the start value, and it automatically does. It's supposed
I'll put it there.
Yeah, it's automatically supposed to just calculate it from there.
Okay.
So this is where there's the obvious problem. So this is where we want the start of the ether, which would be the very, very top of the spreadsheet for this one.
So that one is not okay because of, I don't understand why.
Well, you can tell here because we spent 84, so it's you know, we need to spend 84 ether here, so this needs to be closer to 1792. So we have a difference. Like this is a problem that there's a major difference. So this one has 0 difference, so that's double checked. This is the verification down here. This is almost nothing.
Ah, I see now. Okay. Okay, so there is a major problem. Okay.
So you would just go.
Yeah, because it's like $92 difference. Okay.
No, that's not $92 difference. That's 83 times 250 is that's a difference of over $20,000.
$20,000.
Yeah, because it's ether. It's 83 ether.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a huge amount.
Oh my gosh. How can we solve this?
I told you already. You just go to the payroll one for the second payroll with the ether, and you get the number at the very, very top of the list, the original number.
Okay.
Yeah.
The payroll. The very first number at the balance, right? Okay, this is the number. That is the number. Jay.
What's the number?
98.79700.
Well, now it's even worse. Now you're at negative 1,673. You have to look at the ether. It's the second payroll.
Yeah, I'm in the ether second payroll. And the first number is that one. The last is 138.37411.
All right, just add it in. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have one that it's amount ether that it's not in balance. I don't know if that one could be.
Well, here I can do it if you aren't able to. So go to the ether second while I go to the first line. It says 1,792.78879. Do you see that?
No. Do it again, please.
So I went to the ether one right here.
Yes.
And I went to the first line. It says 1,792.879.
Yeah.
So this would be 1,700. What was it? 82.879. Does that make any sense? Does that make sense?
Yeah, I took that one. 1,792. Yeah.
All right. So anyways, I think this is pretty good for the current.
Okay.
I mean, it's way over. I think this number is just like really, really high. You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. So, I mean, I think we can estimate we have at least $350,000 though, which is more money than we started with, which is just insane. It's totally insane. Okay, so, but that's the good news. That means we have a lot of money, which is good.
Okay.
So the next thing that we need to do is do the original. So this original shouldn't be too hard. And then the other thing that's important that we want to just check in on real quick, right?
Sure.
Is for all of these accounts, we need to check with Zachary and Vienna, like what their current values are. So I'm not sure exactly how to do that, but I mean, basically that's part of the liaison work, right? So it's like Either send one email at a time, or maybe two, like send one to two accounts at a time.
Okay.
So we need to request account information for accounts we do not control or have access to. So I would say, send 1 to 2 accounts per email. Do one email every few days until you get the information. So you can see here that we need to get this information here is really important. This information is important here. Like all of these are just essential for sure.
And treasure, yes. Because only Excel have it.
And or Vienna. So that's something that you can work on, is trying to contact them and just keep reminding them that we want just a current check of the account balance.
Okay.
But don't bug them too much. Just do like a few accounts at a time.
Okay.
Okay, so anyways, so that is another thing that needs to happen over time. Okay, so now we want to work on this original income sheet, and we can do that pretty easily. The first thing is the Econaut ledger and the Econaut support company ledger. Like both of these, we're going to use them.
Okay.
So just so you know, just to remind you about this, this is a responsibility, right? Just to make sure we're clear. So this is a responsibility, and this is current account value. I guess you could call it verification,
Yes.
And it's a responsibility. So it's communicating with people we don't have access to get the account information about how much value there is in the account. And it needs to happen right here regularly, verifying the account. So this is the process here. So it would be minimum monthly for monthly budgets, bi-weekly for some of them. Some of the hot wallets, we might even want to do more regular than that.
Okay, so we can also create like you're doing it, a plan for accounting verification.
Yeah. Jeez. Okay. So let me just grab the Econaut support ledger briefly. Just
Okay.
give me a second.
Sure.
And then we can finish this up. And I think we'll be pretty done. We can take a break for a little while.
Yes.
All right, so here's the ledger, current breakdown for the Econaut support company ledger. So it comes out to 123,000. Okay, so basically we brought in $123,000 into the partnership. And then we have this process of like, so okay, oh my goodness. We brought in $123,000 into the VZ Enterprise for US dollars, right? And then we brought in a whole bunch of Bitcoin. So it was over $295,000 that was totaled up. And so what we need to note here is basically, you know, was it US dollars or was it VZ Enterprise or not? So Jonathan Beller, for example, what?
Okay.
So for Jonathan Beller, for example, we would go to here and see how he's not on the list, right? So that means that he gave the Bitcoin directly.
Okay.
So Sky, right? We'd see here through Sky, we would see that he gave $31,000, right? And so here we would say that, you know, third party process VZ. Right? So you can see the difference here. He gave 31,000 and it counted as 28,000. Okay? So we need to add that. So this would be 1. We would add that. So then we know, and then you see Rafe, right? You see Rafe is not on the list. So Rafe would not be included. And you go to the next one, you can say Nick. So you could find Nick on the list.
Nicholas
So
Han.
here's Nick right here. So he did 40.
Okay.
So we know this is third party process, right? Does that make sense?
Okay.
It's because he's on the list, right? So it says right here that Nick was third party processed. So yeah, we just need to go through that and then we need to add it all up and find out the total amount of money that was brought into the Econaut partnership through the US dollars.
Okay, I can help you with that.
Yeah, and then the link is in the reconciliation doc, right? It's just right here, the 2 links, the Econaut ledger and the Econaut support company ledger.
It's it's Econaut ledger and current breakdown.
The Econaut ledger and the Econaut support company ledger.
Okay.
In the reconciliation doc for the first sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we did Nick, we did Sky, so now we do Jaskara.
Okay, I'm doing Scott. So Scott, we have him here. Scott. 10,000. So it's that body. Okay, then we have Ink.
I'll do Ron. So
what if Mark Ink, he's here. Okay, he's here.
Mark Inc. Yeah.
Yeah, he's here. Oh, but it says Ether on January 27. Shall I change this?
What?
At Mark Inc., it says Ether on January 27. Shall I change this for third party process BZ?
No, you can just add it in like this, you know, like there. See, so it's have both.
Okay, all right.
And then I can
So
get
then
Cynthia
we have
here, and I'll do Cynthia as well. So Cynthia.
Ron Goldsmith. Here
So that's
you
odd
are.
that Cynthia was only 5,000.
Ron Goldsmith.
So Cynthia was 5,000. That's very interesting.
Here.
All right, so I think that's it. I think that's it. I think that's everything.
Yeah, I think we have them all.
But what's very, very strange is that you have $118,000 over here from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whereas we brought in 123,000. So yeah, that makes sense. Pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it's
pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, so that basically if you have the 118,000, hopefully you can do this. Paste value. Nothing. So can you read it to me? 118,000.
118,826.01.
Okay, so then the difference would be equal to this one. That is $4,757. So that should have been like the income, but I think she might have given away more money than that. I don't really know, but this is potential income. Potential income. All right. And let's look at.
So that's something that you may discuss with them. What happened to that money?
Well, it's within our accounts. I mean, we just need that. That's part of what we need to do for our reconciliation. Is we need to address this money here. Okay, so that looks really good. So now this 18,826.01, right? That is now a known number that now can go into the original income of the economic partnership for US dollars. So that is now a known number. So now we just need to figure out the Bitcoin and the Ether. So the Ether is really easy, right? So one thing we know is that the Ether is be subtracted from the US dollars because we can see right here that we brought in the US dollars, but then we have, and we also can note that there is an additional, I think we can also add an Innovate United here. So this would be Innovate United umbrella. So VZ Enterprise, right? This additional amount of money, this 4,700, right? This one. Can you read that number to me? So that's going to go into here. So 4,700. What was it? 4,700.
4,000. Give me just 1 second. I give it to you. Where is it? 4,000. Where is it? Oh my gosh, I lost it.
I got it. 59. Okay, $4,758.59. Okay. So that's good to have as well. So then what we want to do is we want to note this money. So this 9,247.48. If you can get that for me, so 9,247.48, that's going to be subtracted from this. So 9,427.48, was that it?
Yes, 9,247.48.
All right, let's do that again. 9,247.
247.48.
Okay, so that's subtracted for it because it turns into Ether. And how much Ether is it? It's 874.88. 874.88. Okay.
Okay.
And then we want the Bitcoin. Boy, okay, so now we need to subtract the US dollar Bitcoin from the normal Bitcoin. So how do we do that? Okay, let's just do this. So this would be equal to that all the way down. And then we just subtract all of these. All right, so I think that's correct. So this would be the total number of Bitcoin, be 186,195. So if you can make sure you get that. So it'd be 180.6, what was it?
It's 180.
95, 6,195. Okay.
185. 185.
Sweet. Okay, so that's basically how we started. So now what we need to find out is how much Bitcoin and Ethereum and US dollars that Zachary and Vienna had at that time. And then we need to plug that in so that we have that all tracked up.
Okay.
And that's doable somewhat because we have a lot of data from Zachary and Vienna on their finances at that time within our finance doc. So that under the finance doc within, like for example, at the bottom of the global team doc, it has the finance doc. And I think we have an umbrella financing doc for Exodus. So anyways, that we can start getting into there and start playing around with that. It's not going to be easy, but we might be able to get
some global team.
We might be able to get some estimation as well.
Oh, but you say in the global team?
At the bottom of the global team, there's a finance doc there, but you could also go into the Andromeda team, and it's got the Exodus finances systems.
I see it now. Okay. Oh, but it's not here. Exa Finance Project doc. Okay. Yeah, we have the information here. We just have to find it. Vienna.
So another thing that would be good is finding the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum on March 1st, 2017. And then we can get a generalized value for all of the US dollars. So total.
Where was it? Exa. Vienna.
Ooh, this is interesting to note. If we didn't spend any money based on the money we had when we first got the investment, we would have had $850,000.
Okay, this is not working. Let me see another one.
So anyways, the top priority would be to just try to get more information from primarily Vienna as well as Zachary and Excelli.
I'm on it because we have some information from them, but it's not complete.
Exactly. So eventually over time, we're going to be doing a lot of that. We just want to try to organize it and keep track of all of it. But it is good to know that based on this data, it is definitely possible we would have as much as $850,000 of a total budget, which is pretty amazing.
Yes.
So that would imply you could spend $300,000 and still have $500,000 left.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely have not spent anywhere close to $300,000.
I see.
So that's a very, very, very good sign.
It's a good start.
Yes, we're making a lot of progress here. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Checking the documents, but I cannot find anything yet. I see documents in Excel, but it's just like expenses. It's not like.
Yeah, anyways, like I wasn't saying that you should just do it now. I'm just making sure you know where the documents are that we're going to be dealing with. And we're going to have to do way, way more than that. I mean, there's so many different spreadsheets and things that we need to get information. But the reconciliation process, we don't need, for this particular reconciliation process, we don't need exact numbers. We could just ask for like general numbers. For example, one question we could ask Vienna and Zachary.
Yeah.
So here's an example. So question for Vienna / Zachary, right? Could be something like, how many Bitcoins did you have around, mid-January 2017? And we would say how many personal Bitcoins, or maybe even better than that. It would be like December 2016 before.
Okay.
So that would be one good question to ask. And this could be applicable to both Zachary and Vienna. There might be totally different answers from them.
Yes.
What other questions? And then you could ask the same thing for Ethereum. How many Ether did you have? And also, how much US dollar did you have? Is also a great question to ask.
Okay.
Another thing to note here is that there should be, wait, let me see if I have it still. I guess it's not there. All right, whatever. AJ, can you please press the link? Oh, it should be in the quarterly value tracking. But we can. So another thing you could do is go to CoinDesk.com, and you could get the value of Bitcoin and Ethereum on March 1st, 2017. That could potentially be helpful.
CoinDesk. Okay. March 1st.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, I'm on it. Give me just 1 second.
I think the other thing that's important is, maybe it's more like, could you estimate? Could you generally estimate?
How does it tells me how much was the Bitcoin the 1st of March?
We just click on Bitcoin, you go to year, and then you just scroll over the graph until you find the 1st of March. Just click on the dollar. Just click on the dollar amount of Bitcoin.
Okay. Okay. It's uh, 1,222.
For the value of Bitcoin?
Yeah, for March 1st.
1,222.
222.
Nice. And then how about the value of Ether? You can just click on the Ether button on the top left, or towards the top left of the graph, like a big Ether button.
Yeah, Ether.
Or Ethereum. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, on March 1st it was 1,230.02.
What? Are you talking about Bitcoin or Ethereum?
According to CoinDesk, Bitcoin.
Okay, how much?
1,230.02.
Okay, but what about Ether?
Okay, I'm going to Ether. Ether. March 1st. March 1st and March 1st. 15.83.
15.83.
Yeah.
So insane.
No, I'm sorry, 15.67.
15.67.
Oh, is that in the same day it changed? At
That's fine.
1:55 it was.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. It doesn't have to be exact. It's all estimation.
Okay.
So that gives us a number of 350,000.
Mhm.
So we started with 350,000, and then we haven't brought in any money, and now we have as much as 500,000. Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy.
All right, and we spent like over $150,000, maybe 200,000 or more, and we still have like 100,000 left. I mean, it's just insane. Okay, so I think we're done for now. This is a lot of progress. It's really, really good.
Okay.
And this gives us a good, see, this is our baseline. So this is the money we started with. So then what's going to happen is we're going to add these 6 additional sheets, right?
Okay.
So this is going to document all the transfers of the Bitcoin.
Yes.
And then we're going to do the first hedging, which we're going to buy a bunch of US dollars. And then we're going to be doing like the first payroll, right?
Yes.
And then here we're going to be buying a bunch of Ether. And then we're going to be doing the second payroll. I think this is going to be potentially the third payroll. And then here we have the fourth payroll. Cool. Awesome.
All right.
And then we should know exactly how much money we have.
Yes.
Or not exactly, but we should have a better general idea of how much money we have and how much money is not ours. So, but anyways, it's going to take us months, like literally like 2 to 3 months to really get into the details and actually know how much money is whose.
Yes. It's going to take a while.
Yeah, so if you look at the current, right here, everything in this VZ Exa Mesh account, right? This one, the VZ Exa Mesh.
Uh-huh.
This is the money that we're not sure about. We don't know.
Yes.
And currently that adds up to over $276,000. Yeah. So that's what we're trying to deal with, is trying to figure out whose money that is. But we can generally estimate that as much as anywhere between 350 to 500,000 is the Econaut partnerships, which is really good. And then we have about 3,000 or more that's exas. So yeah. So yeah, things are going good. Really good work. I'm gonna take a break for an hour. Are you gonna come back in an hour for the Pacific one?
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll talk to you later. Good work.
All right.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you. Bye.
Okay. Ciao.